evening, I'm Meryl Friend and welcome to News Geelong on this Friday the 20th of February. In September last year, a wonderful community event was held at the Lethbridge Airport. The Brown Ribbon and Ride Fly Day, organised with the Geelong Harley-Davidson Hog Riders, banded together to raise funds for prostate cancer to be shared between the E.J. Whitten Foundation and Barwon Health's Andrew Love Cancer Treatment Centre. I caught up with the people involved.
To be here today representing the E.J. Whitten Foundation. And the reason I'm here is because of an event we had last year, which was the Ride to Fly Day at Lethbridge Airport. And as we've just heard, the E.J. Whitten Foundation was a beneficiary of the funding of that day, which was a magnificent day, attended by a lot more people, motorbike riders and people who had attended the day to have a fly around. It was an amazing attendance and really overwhelmed me and the amount of people were there. But I think everyone had a fantastic day. Supporting the foundation. We raised a bit over $11,500, I believe, without being exact, but that was an outstanding result for a first up event supporting prostate cancer. And for those who don't know, I guess you do, about prostate cancer, it kills around 3,300 men each year, and there's more than 20,000 are diagnosed each year. So it's a very deadly disease in regards to men, and obviously took my father back in 1995, some 20 years ago. So 20 years ago the foundation was formed, and we've been promoting men's health and prostate cancer awareness ever since. We don't receive any government funding. We raise all the money that we raised to be able to give back to research ourselves. So it's been a tough 20 years. It's very hard raising funds, I'm sure you're aware. But we've raised in excess of $8 million now, which we're very proud of. And to have the opportunity to be involved in this event, and we look forward to doing it again in a year or so's time, and to raise funds for prostate cancer. We're delighted to be able to be involved with the Andrew Love Cancer Treatment Centre, and it's my pleasure on behalf of the E.J. Whitten Foundation to present a cheque, which is in here, for $5,760 odd to go to the Andrew Love Cancer Centre on behalf of the E.J. Whitten Foundation. And we thank everybody for supporting the day, and we look forward to bigger and better things in the future. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. Frustrated biker, and I'm also a medical oncologist in my part-time. I've been aware, as most Victorians have, of the tremendous work that the E.J. Whitten Foundation does, and I guess I've always thought of it on a sort of national or statewide scale. It's actually just great to have it brought back to a local scale for a place that I know is close to your father, but moreover is a centre where we treat not thousands but certainly hundreds of men with prostate carcinoma. Prostate cancer, as Ted's already outlined, is a major prevalent and incident problem for men in this region and throughout the state and the country of Australia. It has generally been a poor cousin with respect to monies for research and for education and just for awareness, and it's through the work of the E.J. Whitten Foundation that that's being changed. Again though, I'm really just humbled that this is a locally organised event by the Geelong chapter of the HOG group, I think it is, and I almost stumble over those words, but it's lovely to accept money from a biker group that calls themselves a chapter of HOG, and moreover work that was of a local nature involving both bikers groups and pilots and people, men giving up their time to support other men. And this money will be used to advance the care and the research of the work that we do looking after men with prostate cancer at the Andrew Love Centre as part of University Hospital Geelong. So thank you, Ted.
No problem.
And we're joined here today with David O'Brien, the General Manager of Geelong Harley-Davidson. Now, David, really significant day and a wonderful community story. You had the Brown Ribbon Ride and Fly Day last September last year. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic event, and it was formulated through some key people, one being the Geelong Hog Club, Daphne Gibbs, that was out at the Lethbridge Air Park with Gary and the crew, and Leroy Brown, who's a local identity, as you know, in Geelong on the B team. So we got together and we wanted to do something for prostate cancer. K-Rock have had a long association with the E.J. Whitten Foundation, and friends with Ted Jr. over the years. So it seemed like a great idea to get a whole lot of motorbikes together and charge people for some money to go for a ride, and get a whole lot of pilots together and charge people to go for a fly, and donated the proceeds to the E.J. Whitten Foundation for prostate cancer research, which they're famous for, and also E.J. Whitten Foundation recognising that we're a Geelong region people, donating half of the proceeds raised on the day back to Andrew Love, and here we are today.
Now, it far exceeded your expectations as well, didn't it?
Yeah, we ran out of sausages. We worked on about probably 300 bikes, and we ended up with over 1,000. And it was a fantastic day, and I think the airport crew out there, Gary and his staff, went bloody hell. There was a fair few bikes, and the pilots gave up their time and fuel. And look, it was a fantastic day for the community. But I think what I'm really proud about is a whole lot of different entities have come together in a united fight to make a difference in the fight against.
The Andrew Love Centre thanks you, and I'm sure it might become a bit of an event now.
Biannual, opposite to the big air show. We haven't got their budget, of course, but yeah, we're going to go biannual with the air show and the Lethbridge Air Park and the motorcycles, and it'll be pretty special in 2016, and hopefully we'll get everybody there to come and help fight prostate cancer in the Geelong region.
Yeah, very important day for us. It's just really important and humbling to see the level of community support that we receive from our community, and so such an innovative idea from the Harley Owners Group and the Whitten Foundation to get behind and drum up support, particularly for an area that's so important as prostate cancer.
And so the Andrew Love Centre, what sort of support do they get from other areas in the community?
So we have a number of major appeals that run each year. We've been focusing on children's with a special care nursery that's opened recently, but then next year we're going to move into a major appeal for the Andrew Love Centre, really looking at how we remodel our day chemotherapy area, and also the pharmacy area where we prepare all of the medications for chemotherapy, so hugely important areas.
So for all those men folk out there that don't like coming to the doctors at all, do you have any special suggestion for them?
Well, I'd suggest to them the same as to me, as a 50-something-year-old man, really important to go and get our health checked. Generally speaking, always important to go and get our prostates checked out. Never much fun, but take a deep breath and go for it.
Always earlier better than later too?
Always, of course, absolutely. Earlier better than later. In terms of survival from cancers, the earlier that they get diagnosed and managed and treated, the better.
And there is a lot of progress, isn't there, in treatment now?
There's absolutely huge progress. In terms of survival rates, our survival rates are improving all the time as a nation, and in Geelong we're doing a good job as well. So very important, but that's all about screening and some of the development of treatments that we're getting.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Passionate people working together for a common cause. Now we'll go to a break and return with more news after this.